Right, 12th July 2025, and today I'm very excited to be giving you the morning update on a Saturday. So this is one of the coldest days ever, but we're on it, and today we're going to keep it very short. So let's get started because there's quite a bit to cover, and I'm going to start with the latest breaking news, which is coming out, which is that Tagwirei's bid to become a member of the Central Committee has been rejected, and this is being reported by the news hawks. So if you go to the news hawks, you see that they are reporting that Tagwirei has failed in his bid to become a member of the Central Committee. So let's unpack what they're saying, and then we'll take it from there. So according to the article, Newsworks publishes mostly online. So they've presented evidence, and it looks credible to me. It looks like credible evidence that they've presented, which is to say, Tagwirei was supposed to be co-opted by the DCC and not the PCC. And therefore, Obed Mpofu has written a circular emphasizing that the admission into the 242-member Central Committee is only through certain provisions. So you can see here what I'm scrolling, and this is the document that they've presented. This document was written on 5 June, and it has been revived. Basically, they've revived this document to say these are the qualification criteria, and Tagwirei, according to this criteria, does not qualify. However, there's a problem. So I want to show you guys what the problem is. ZANU PF has changed their constitution, and according to an amendment done in 2022, it says any office which falls vacant in any organ of the party shall be filled by co-option within 3 months by consensus. So originally, it was saying any office which falls vacant in any organ of the party other than the Central Committee shall be filled by co-option by the Executive Council Committee of the appropriate organ until the next elections. But where the vacancy arises, 1/3 of the total membership, that organ shall automatically dissolve itself, and the new election shall be held. So what this means is that by law, by ZANU PF constitution, Tagwirei actually qualifies. So according to this here, it actually qualifies. Any office which falls vacant in any organ of the party shall be filled by co-option within 3 months by consensus. So according to the new constitution of ZANU PF, Tagwirei qualifies. But unfortunately, this is political. So this is not because of the ZANU PF constitution. This is because Chiwenga has said it. Chiwenga has said no, but in terms of the constitution, he actually qualifies. So this is going to be crazy. I don't know how this is going to play out. But Tagwirei, as far as the situation stands right now, has been blocked. He has been co-opted by Harare Provincial Coordination Committee, PCC. However, he was supposed to be co-opted by DCC. So it's a bit of a confusion, but this is the post that is there. You can go and see it on Twitter. Newshawks, that is what they are saying right now as we speak. Tagwirei defeated by Chiwenga. So Chiwenga doing very well in terms of pushing Tagwirei out. But what then they say here is that Zimbabwe Defense Forces Commander, General Valerius Wanda, is now going to replace Tagwirei. So where Tagwirei was supposed to go in as a potential vice president, now we have Valerius Wanda coming in there from the army. That complicates matters because remember, Chiwenga was the boss of Valerius Wanda. Now the two of them are going to be at the same level. This is going to happen in a short space of time. Mohadi is just a matter of time before Mohadi is out of the picture. And this is being done in preparation of removal or of the retirement of Mohadi. So everything that's happening right now is because Mohadi is about to leave and they need to put a replacement there. So obviously Tagwirei has failed he's not going to meet the criteria. The resistance is too much. But we are going to see Valerio Spanda coming in because Valerio is retiring. He's retiring very soon. So let's see when is Valerio Spanda supposed to step down. So let's see when is Valerio Spanda stepping down. Right. So we talked about end of July. Let's see if that is still the situation. So his term was extended by 1 year from 24 December 2024 until 23 November 2025. So I think this is after we had our initial discussion. So Valerio is up to 23 November 2025. That is when he's going to step down. So we still have quite a number of months. That is approximately 4 months of Valerio Spanda, after which there will be no going back. So we have about 4 months, but I don't think Mnangagwa is going to leave it to the very last day. He's going to make these appointments much sooner. So he was appointed in 2017, and let's see who he succeeded. He succeeded Chiwenga. So when Chiwenga became vice president, that is when Valerio got into this position. Now we are having the two men that are going to be vice presidents together. So go check out the news hawks. I read the news hawks sometimes, but this particular case is very interesting. I've never, I don't think anyone else has got that document that I've just shown you, which is a circular from Obed Mpofu, which says the people must comply with this provision of ZANU PF. But I think what Obed Mpofu has done here is actually not in line with the new constitution of ZANU PF. So I don't know how this is going to play out. He has used the old constitution of ZANU PF and not the amendment. Okay, so go check it out. I'll also put these minutes on Gambakwe so that you can check it out. That's a Newsworks exclusive. Tagwirei not allowed to go in the Central Committee after being blocked by Chiwenga, and a document has now been circulated by Obed Mpofu, which is to all provinces, qualification for appointment to the Central Committee. This matter has been playing out behind the scenes, but it is now in front of our eyes. Right now, let's quickly go through the news. It's a Saturday. I need to work out. So you know that Friday and Saturday I don't work out. So today is my first workout after my rest. Let's start with a sad case that is happening here. So Zimbabwean doctor, Dr. Fortune Gomo, she is an environmental scientist, or was an environmental scientist, and a young man has been arrested for her murder. So she was murdered in Scotland, and the young man that was arrested is very young, 20 years old. Kyler Kenneth was arrested for the murder, and this is very unfortunate. People don't know why Kyler Kenneth Rattray killed the doctor in front of her own child. So the stabbing happened in front of the child. And then a ZANU PF candidate has complained after an opposition independent MP has used the face of Nelson Chamisa in his campaign posters. So let's see if I can find the poster here. So there is a poster that has been put out, and people are not happy that the young man, Tawanda Muchenje, is using the face of Nelson Chamisa. So ZANU PF is unhappy that Tawanda Muchenje is using that poster with Nelson Chamisa here. So there's a by-election that is going to be taking place, and that by-election is taking place in Chikomba Ward 10 to replace a deceased CCC MP. So Tafadzwa Mukandi is going to be contesting here. Let's see if it's Tafadzwa Mukandi or is the other way around. Let me get this right. So it's Tawanda Muchenje. So I might be, so there it is. It's written right in front there. Tawanda Muchenje is going to be contesting. And the ZANU PF MP or contestant is saying don't use the face of Nelson Chamisa. That man is too popular. That is Tafadzwa Mukandi of ZANU PF has gone to ZEC to complain that if you use that picture, you are going to win, and it's not allowed. So go check it out in the Newsday newspaper. That's crazy. And then we obviously have a big story taking place in South Africa. So let's get started with the South African stories. So Caster Semenya over here has won 1.8 million rands from the Swiss authorities. That is after the European Court of Human Rights ruled that she was denied a fair hearing by the Switzerland legal system in a long-running challenge against the World Athletics regulations on eligibility for differences for women who've got obviously different features. The court found that the Swiss Federal Court failed to conduct a sufficiently rigorous judicial review of an appeal against the Court of Arbitration for Sports and awarded $94,000 in costs related to a legal battle. So she's going to have 1.8 million rands in her pocket. However, the court did not rule on whether the regulations themselves were discriminatory or violated other human rights. So she is still barred from contesting, but she's won that money. That is 1.8 million rands in her pocket. That is Caster Semenya. She's going to get a lot of money. Remember, she is married to Violet Raseboya over here. I like it when women marry each other. I'm old school. So sometimes some things I don't understand them, but it's nothing to do with me. Now let's go to other stories very quickly. And I want to look here at a bit of entertainment. So Tyler is going to be coming to South Africa. She's going to be here in Cape Town and also in Pretoria. So there is a massive interest in Tyler. Tyler is South African, but she's a world star. She's the one who goes, Temu, Temu. Temu is a scam. Temu is a scam. I bought something from Temu and they gave me a bunch of gifts. Then I click and I select my gifts, right? Then I get my order. I like my order is supposed to come. I see on my order, there's no gift. And I ask Temu, what's going on? Where's my gifts? And all they say is like, apologies, we're gonna give you $40 gifts or whatever. It's crazy. And then obviously in Nigeria, Burna Boy has released his new album, No Sign of Weakness. So go check it out. I like Burna Boy. Okay, let's see. The last story I'm going to handle here is Faith Musonda. Very sad. Faith Musonda faces. So this is Faith Musonda. Faith Musonda faces 25 years in jail. So last week I told you that the Zambian authorities have charged her with espionage. They've now added another charge of criminal trespass. So she's now being charged with espionage and criminal trespass, which is 25 years plus 15 years. And she has not yet appeared in court because of the seriousness of the case. So Faith Musonda is the side chick of the late Edgar Lungu. I do not know why she went to State House, but she claims that she wanted to meet the first lady of Zambia. I do not know why she went at that time and what she did when she arrived there, because it appears it was a serious matter. So she's being charged with espionage and also criminal trespass. Very sad situation over here. So let's quickly look at Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa today is arriving in Equatorial Guinea. So that is Mnangagwa in Equatorial Guinea to attend an AU summit. And let's see if we can find any pictures of Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa Argura Vanu Nenzara. So that's over here. Mnangagwa arriving in Equatorial Guinea. And then let's see if there's anything else that I have not covered. Let's look at the newspapers very quickly. I want to look at the Chronicle newspaper as the first newspaper that we're going to look at. Right, Chronicle Zimbabwe, where are you? I'm not seeing the Chronicle Zimbabwe. Okay, there. Right, so I'm going to share with you the Chronicle Zimbabwe. And what are they saying today? So Chronicle Zimbabwe is saying, President calls for action against drug culture. Then 37 years of miscarriages and now a double blessing. She tried hard and then she had a baby. Trying for 37 years, missing Dombi Zodwa, Dangala. So her journey has already cost her $25,000 and countless tears, marked by 3 unsuccessful vitro fertilization cycles and 5 failed rounds of IUI. Each attempt chipped away at a resolve, but just as she stood at the precipice of giving up entirely, Dombizodwa and her husband made a monumental decision, one final IVF. So I do not know what causes IVF, but Kudara, what you used to do? So let's go to other stories, because I know she's going to watch me and say, Gambakwe, what are you talking about? Kudara, my dad is Baba Mnini. Moti Baba Mnini, we are meeting IVF. Wopedza basa. At the moment, kuno kumazano wana wakitama IVF. So I do not know about IVF. So let's see anything else. Okay, guys, this story is very important. Experts call for urgent intelligence reforms amid surge in armed robberies. So the recent spike in armed robberies across Zimbabwe have prompted security experts to call for urgent reforms in crime intelligence and investigation strategies. It's true. Masai owe Zimbabwe akadzakwa, akabroka. Masai owe Zimbabwe anongoziva kupfeka kabachi. Kabachi chete, but it doesn't know how to infiltrate matsotsi nembava. So in terms of crime intelligence, you should know what's happening before it happens. At the moment, Masia Oego Zimbabwe, let's say Gambakwe is having a live stream. Panenge Pane Masia, oh, okay, there will be like 50 CIOs watching instead of watching Bava. In Mulawayo, there are cameras. They don't even know which car passed and where is it going, who is in it. Here in South Africa, if you drive around Johannesburg, you can see crime intelligence doing their work. If you pass, your car drives next to crime intelligence, they've got gadgets to know the guy who's passing next to me is Gambakwe. His system will tell him if there's someone all right or not right. In Zimbabwe, we say, oh, I'll be drinking beer with a robber, and they won't know. They will know nothing. They've got no tools. That's why robberies are taking place. They focus so much on politics. So that is because of Mnangagwa, obviously. Mnangagwa Arikuravanu, Nzara, Mnangagwa Akadakwa, Mnangagwa Akabroka. All he does is focus on politics. He's got no idea what is to the purpose of intelligence. So I think these guys go and check out this story inside of the Chronicle newspaper. Zimbabwe intelligence need to be reformed. If we form a party, intelligence, they'll be doing very, very well. I told you guys, minimum salary, intelligence, $5,000 a month, and credit card, 50,000 to lira. You can't have people from intelligence asking for money for beer. I feel Tipo Mari Petro. What's that? So in Zimbabwe intelligence, yaka broker, yaka dakwa. So when I met some Zimbabwe intelligence guys, I even had to buy them lunch. That is stupid. Can you believe it, guys? Like the way I see that someone is from Zimbabwe intelligence when they can't even afford a meal from McDonald's. That's sad. So we need to reform our intelligence. And I know that most of the guys in Harare, they will agree with me. Zimbabwe crime intelligence, the West. And if there's a shootout, their guns will jam. You know what happened to those guys where the gunfight and the guns jammed. Wow, who moves around the AK-47 anyway? Old gun. So let's go to another newspaper. Before we go, let's look at Herald, Zimbabwe. What is in Herald, Zimbabwe? The same thing, Harare City Council. Let's see what's happening in the Harare City Council. Right, at Harare City Council, there is an IT professional over there. So the head of IT has been away on suspension for over 27 months, as infighting is making it impossible for the case to be finalized. So let's remove Chigananda over here. So let me show you the story. Harare City Council's IT manager, Mr. Samson Madzokere, has been drawing his full salary and benefits for 27 months while at home, as the city continues to delay concluding labor cases due to alleged infighting. This comes in the heels of a similar scenario involving 6 other suspended directors who are accused of corruption and spent 3 years drawing full salaries and benefits while on suspension. This is crazy. Go check it out in the Herald newspaper. Mafume is the mayor, executive mayor. I think he can stop this this stuff that is happening over here. And then let's see if there's anything else of interest. Am I sharing this with you guys so that you can see? Okay, there. Let's see what is happening over here. So that is the story in the Herald newspaper. You can go and check it out. Suspension saga, Harare IT boss cashing in while justice delays. Then obviously the other stories in here. Normally on Saturday, the Herald is a good story on entertainment. Let's see who is on entertainment. There's Nyaranzi Liwayo there. I don't know what she's doing. Go check it out. And then let's see Angel of Hope Foundation. All parents who have children, young adults, non-school going, who are suffering from drugs and substance abuse and require rehabilitation reform are encouraged to visit the newly established Angel of Hope Drug Rehabilitation Center in Mbare at Sedat Arena. Registration is free and will be this Saturday, 12 July from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please kindly note the following. Bring a birth certificate and a national ID copy. So let's see if Oxley is going to show up. And then UK Envoy Health opening of Blawayo Visa Center. Ambassador Voss, I don't need your high spirits. I don't need it. I don't need your high spirits. The United Kingdom is opened a second visa center in Blawayo to complement the one in Harare. So British Ambassador to Zimbabwe, Peter Voss, said the new center is a milestone in strengthening ties between UK and Zimbabwe. So I don't know how many people apply for a visa to the UK, but you guys who want to go to the UK, today is your chance to go to the UK. Macheso is there right now as you speak with the Hopo Chungono. I saw them yesterday. Did you see them? Did you see Hopo with Macheso? Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Sadly, I don't have a picture. Go to Hopo Chungono's page. You see that Hopo Chungono and Macheso are together. Varukutamba Borodo. Borodo Brook, Borodo dance. That is Hopo Chiwenga. Let me go to my favorite people over here. And guys, okay, Hopo is covering the same story that I've been talking about. Let me share with you the screen. Hopo is amazing. I like Hopo. I will invite him to our new political party. Me, Nyoka, and Saruwaka, M31, Sangena. We're going to form a political party. Guys, you've all said we must form a political party. I don't know who Nana now. Those girls who feature at the top of my on my Facebook. So now let's go to Hopo. I see Hopo. So that's Hopo over there. He's speaking about the same thing. ZANU PF has issued this letter, which inside says to stop Tagwirei. Okay, guys, don't take it like this. This letter was written on 5 June. Today is 12 July. So the letter is just surfaced, but it's not about Tagwirei. It was done ahead of the Central Committee, and the constitution of ZANU has changed. So Chiwenga is the one that has stopped Tagwirei. It's not the letter. It's Chiwenga. Okay. So that letter was written on 5 June. Hope you can see it there, 5 June 2025. That was nothing to do with Tagwirei. What has happened is Chiwenga is the one who has said Tagwirei cannot come into the Central Committee, but the constitution actually allows Tagwirei. So you're going to see something else here. It's not done. This is in progress. So watch this very carefully. It's playing out. So I hope that Hopo understands what I'm talking about. It's not about Tagwirei. This letter was done before the Central Committee meeting by MPOF. But the constitution of ZANU was changed in 2022. It's only because of Chiwenga. So Chiwenga is the one who caused this thing, not the letter. So be careful about it. It's still playing out. Then let's go to my people. Let's start with Madam Boss. I love Madam Boss. She's amazing. She's looking very, very good. I like her. So supporting a good friend, Andy Zozo. Right, let's see. Music off. Right. What's happening with Andy Zozo? This is the lounge. Yeku at the airport. Zodo Mkanja has got a lounge here. I went here one time, and the coffee cost me $5 for a small cup. Zodo, your coffee is so expensive. It's terrible. And then let's see. Madam Boss is stunning. Guys, this is amazing. She is good. We like her. And look at that waist. She's done it. Madam Boss, you're stunning. Gambakwe certified. Madam Boss, we like it. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't know. You can keep browsing. She's very popular. Let's go to President Hakainde Hichilema. And President Hakainde Hichilema here. We are delighted to meet with Her Excellency Beatrice Mutali, the United Nations Resident Coordinator to Zambia, and her delegation. So President Hakainde Hichilema, look at his haircut. I love it. Kudara, we used to call this Motsi. He's amazing. Look at him. And he's meeting with the delegation here. Amazing stuff. Who is this guy? He looks very familiar. The guy in black. He looks very familiar to me. So there she is. And I like the way she dresses. It's amazing. Then let's go to President Dumaboko of Botswana. My favorite president, President Botswana. He's wearing what is called TVET. That is Minister of Higher Education. TVET is the same as what they have here in South Africa. It's like what we call polytechnics. Look at the first lady. She's amazing. So everyone is wearing the uniform of the TVET and had the privilege of officiating the TVET Pizza and Expo, a vital platform where we are reshaping the future of skill development and empowerment in Botswana. What an amazing president. What a haircut. He's got a new haircut. Normally he's got a line on his head. So let's see if he's got a line today. No, I don't know, but it's amazing. Look at it. There it is. He's got an amazing line on his head. And then let's see what Faith Msonda is saying. This is a parody account, but I like it. The day he arrived in South Africa, an ordinary man waiting for a taxi on 19 January 2025, President Lungu arrived at Oliver Tambo International Airport in South Africa. This is lies. This is not the OR Tambo International Airport. This is actually the other airport like Lanseria. So everyone likes to lie online. Okay, who else do I want to look at? Who else do I want to look at? Who I normally look at? SADC. What is SADC saying? SADC is saying SADC and Audit and Risk Committee concludes 40th meeting with the renewed commitment to financial governance. So who is here? Mahosi is there. Deputy Executive Secretary is there. Chairperson is over here. SADC people, guys, you feel sorry for them. If you go to SADC offices, yes, that place needs an upgrade. SADC offices are so dusty. Like, guys, there's no shiny part of the SADC offices. Like, someone needs to inject, let's say, like $1 million so that they can fix the offices, fix their curtains, fix their desks. It looks like an old government department. It's sad. You remember that I was in SADC last year. The only man from Zimbabwe to enter the SADC offices. There is no one with this picture. This was me at SADC. I went inside here. Mnangagwa has never entered the SADC building. The only place Mnangagwa has gone is the boardroom. They put him at reception, in the lift, and then straight in the boardroom. He has never even toured the SADC offices, and yet is the chairman. I was inside SADC. I went to offices. Guys, people are struggling. If you see the guys at SADC, their salaries are not so good. So they need to fix the salaries at SADC so that people there can do well. You can even see Mahosi. Look at his shirt. Guys, this is bad. And you know, Botswana salaries are not high. So one thing you should know about Botswana, it's got some of the lowest salaries in the region. So you can see someone earning like 10K in Botswana or 20K. In South Africa, you can't even buy anything with 10K or 20K. You need to be earning at least 100K to be anyone in South Africa. So all these guys you're seeing from SADC, called the executive director, what, they're actually struggling. And Mnangagwa, do something. You're the chairman now. SADC is a mess, and totally people need to earn more money here. If I was SADC chair, I would increase their salaries by at least 5 times for them to catch up with the rest of the region. Okay. Now, I think one more thing that I forgot to tell you guys about is there's a guy from Portugal who has been arrested by Interpol. So a Zimbabwean has been arrested by Interpol. And this story, I want to unpack it separately. So during the day, I'm going to come back here and unpack the story of the Zimbabwean businessman who's been arrested by Interpol in Portugal. And you understand what's going on. These are connected people to Mnangagwa. And he's called Tawanda Muchenje. And he's been arrested in connection with the theft of fuel. So I want you guys to get it. It's seriously connected to Mnangagwa. And I'll show you how it's connected later on during the day. Mnangagwa arikuuraya vanhu nenzara. Mnangagwa akabroka. Mnangagwa anoda chema tsenga nzungu. Ngaende kubhikita anotamba muchongoyo. That is Mnangagwa. Zidzoro. Tamangu Mnangagwa. Tamangu Mnangagwa. Right, I think I've covered it. So let's go back to the headline. So what has happened? And this is the story that is being carried by Newswalks. And you've also seen the story from Oppo. There is a circular that has appeared from 5 June, where Obed Mpofu sets out the qualification criteria for you to become a member of the Central Committee. However, that circular is old, so it's not new. It was not done after Tagwirei became a member of the Central Committee. So The person that has stopped Tagwirei is Chiwenga. It's not Mpofu. So don't get confused. Obed Mpofu is not the one that stopped Chiwenga. It is Chiwenga. Chiwenga chased him out. That's why he's not a member of the Central Committee, but he's actually a member of the Central Committee. So as we speak right now, Tagwirei is inside the ZANU PF Central Committee. It's just a matter of time for him to come back because he's got a lot of money. But that circular was sent before. However, the circular itself is incorrect because the ZANU PF constitution was changed in 2022 so that co-option is by consensus. It is no longer following that process which was there before the 2022 amendment. So we are still going to see more drama in ZANU PF. There is going to be more drama. So what we need is a new political party. So I've said to you guys, we need a new political party. So we're going to be consulting, starting today, we're going to be consulting and we need to form a new political party. Guys, I like it. This thing is picking up. It's picking momentum. We need a new political party which is going to challenge Mnangagwa in 2028. Mnangagwa is going to lose very badly. Nyoka, president, Sarawaka, vice, and Gambakwe, treasurer. Only 3 positions. Strategic ambiguity. That is strategic ambiguity. Once Mnangagwa anopisa semoto. Emoto mapepa. Tucha, Nemumbe, yes. Guys, Kachinkaya Gadzoka. People are dying. And also, you need it. 1 liter engine turns into 3 liters. 1 kickstart. And you don't have to crank it. So, we're having a lot of people buying from the UK. Don't be left out. WhatsApp me on that number. +2768 526 7921. If you buy 1 packet, you get 1 packet for free. So a lot of guys have bought this special. This special is going to run until the end of the month. So as soon as you get money, you buy. Or you get a friend. So let me tell you what to do. Let's say there are 2 of you in Scotland. 2 of you put $50 each. The other one gets 1 packet. The other one gets another packet. Yeah, be innovative, guys. And you thank me. Yesterday, I got so many calls from guys telling me, Kuti, masaladi, atambura, kana masaladi, ajara kuku jairira. I think what you read it. Dear one is right. Imimurite. I say, I look at you. Imi. You know, not is Jacob's Jaira. Gambakwe company yako trainers National High Speed Rail, National High Speed Railway. That's our company. Guys, why do you want to know my company? Okay, guys, I think I've covered everything. It's been amazing, and I love the energy. Yamumve. So Mumve is over here. Kapiam Dara. So every morning we have a tablespoon. Every evening we have a tablespoon. Apa. Do you see apa? Ukapata munu mutsipa. So that's to my baby to jairira. Atuzo jairi zvakare kana ukarova mubve. Tinotanga kuti makadi baba mukuru. Right, thank you very much everyone for watching. Musazoita zvevhinzi ka musungwa. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. And a good day to you all.
Push on the beat.